Hi, my name is Kelly Sullivan. I am your son or daughter's freshman biology teacher. I teach biology 6th and 7th period. And I'm going to introduce myself a little bit, and then I'm going to take a few minutes and walk you through some of the navigation tools that might be helpful to you when you're helping your child navigate through Canvas so that they can find their work and find their assignments and submit them. But we're going to make sure that we also spend some time with them to help them through that process. Best way to reach me is sullivan.kelly@marist.net. I'm pretty good about responding to emails pretty promptly. I check them frequently. And if you would like to speak on the phone, shoot me an email and I'll give you a call. That's probably the best way to do that. This year obviously is a year different than most others that we've experienced here at Marist or pretty much anywhere else. But know that we are really, really dedicated to making sure that the biology curriculum and what they receive here at school is as close to what they would get if they were here. So on synchronous days or at school days, we're going to be working as frequently as possible with hands-on activities in a socially distant, safe kind of way. The things that we're assigning for asynchronous work will be simulations and data analysis and creative ways that the students can work independently and still master content. So we're starting the year out with a writing their own procedure for a pill bug lab, and we hope that as the year progresses that we can continue when we have them in front of us directly to be doing hands-on work, and then when they're at home that the asynchronous work supports them learning on their own or supporting what we're learning in the classroom. Quick introduction about myself. I am a Mount Greenwood mom. I have a daughter that graduated in 2019. I have a daughter that's going to graduate this year. I have a daughter that's a sophomore this year, and I have a son that's in 8th grade, who will be here next year. So as you can see, I'm really invested in this place. I'm going through what you guys are going through as parents at the same time, so I get it. I get the scheduling and the how do they do this, and so I'm a really good resource to you if you need a little guidance there. But I believe in this place. I know that Marist is, doing everything in their power to make sure that this is as positive of an experience for the kids as possible, but also, and even more so, that they walk away prepared for the next step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a screen share, and I'm going to go through some Canvas navigation tools, which hopefully will help the students and yourselves know how to click through announcements and through modules, and that there's a calendar app and that there's a to-do list that can help the students stay organized. And we will spend time with the students in the first few days, first few weeks, helping them navigate Canvas as much as possible so that they feel confident. But know that some of these tools are here, and you can rewatch the video and see some of the navigation tools through some of your classes. So that is available to you. I hope you have a great year. I hope your kids have a tremendous year, and I hope they're proud to be a Red Hawk. I hope they have a great year. Okay, at this time I'm going to do a little bit of screen share. So I'll navigate through Canvas, and you should be able to follow through. When your student opens Canvas, or as a parent when you open Canvas, you'll see these tiles on the left side. Those tiles will be open for each one of the classes that your student is in. This is the biology one. There's one for 6 and 7. And when you're ready to look at what's going on in that class, you just tap on the tile. When you tap on the tile, you'll get the home page. It gives you a little welcome information. But the most important couple things that you're going to look at, if you look over here at the left, you're going to see a menu of options. Every week, you check into the announcements, and in the announcements, you'll see an agenda for the week. Biology period 6 and period 7 will meet on Thursdays and Friday. And so you'll have a Monday meeting and a Thursday-Friday meeting. And so once they open the agenda, there will be a couple of announcements. Make sure you look at that. And then there will be a document that they can tap on that will explain what's happening per group. So if you look at Thursday 9-3 synchronous, the kids at school is group A. They'll be working on the pill bug lab. The asynchronous group, Group B, who are at home, will be watching a short video and doing something in Edpuzzle, and then it tells them exactly where to find the work. Where they're going to find the work is they're going to go into modules, and each module is the Canvas notation for a unit. So this is Unit 1, Scientific Reasoning. I am organizing the work into synchronous and asynchronous. So under the synchronous title, those are the 2 assignments that they'll be doing either in class with me or over Zoom, and asynchronous is the work that they're responsible for on their own. So the first thing that they're going to work on is a getting to know you activity. And here's the description of the assignment, and then they would tap on this, and there's a brief assignment. As a parent, just so that you're aware, this icon up here in the top right-hand corner, that Share tab, if they tap on that, they can share it to Notability. And when they share it to Notability, and they import it, then they can go to Notability, and then they can work on it there, save it, and send it back. We will spend time with the students working on opening an assignment, sending it to Notability, working on it in Notability, and then sending it back to the correct assignment in Canvas. It's going to be one of our first activities. They'll also be able to find the assignments under the tab that's assignments, but you'll notice that they're not as nicely organized. And so to me, always work through modules. That's what I will always direct them through modules. It's a little bit more organized. You'll notice down at the bottom that there's the dashboard. The dashboard will take them back to those tabs. There is a calendar, and you'll notice for every place that there is something assigned, there's a little dot, and then they can tap on that and it'll see their assignments. The beautiful thing about the calendar and the to-do list is that once all of their classes are signed up, you'll be able to see different color tabs, like different colored dots per class. And so if they have an assignment in math and an assignment in biology and an assignment in religion, all of those would show up on that calendar date. So the calendar and the to-do list are both really good ways for them to kind of get a shorter view of what's happening in all of their classes. Through this, they will be able to access their Zoom meetings, and then they'll also be able to see their grades. Once an assignment is graded, they will either be given it like a 2 out of 3 or a 3 out of 3. If you notice that, /3, they'll see their points earned out of points possible. If they did not turn it in on time, they will receive a 0. If they receive that dash mark or asterisk or something like that, that means that they still have the opportunity to turn it in, and at this current time, it's not counting against them. It's an ungraded assignment. So that's an important thing to pay attention to, is that if there is a dash or a star, it's just an ungraded assignment. If it's a 0, it's currently being counted as a 0, and they need to communicate with me to see if they can still turn it in for points. One more place that I want to take you is into Pages. Within the Pages, you can tap on the instructor information. My email address is there. It's always the best way to reach me. Class resources. We are still waiting on the links for the biology textbook. So that's important to note that we will be getting that, and that will be then added to this place. We will be using Edpuzzle, where we will find video assignments, and I've already messaged most of the kids to how to get into that. Academic overview is some of the things. It's almost like a syllabus. What are the topics we'll be covering? Some of the class expectations. Safety and COVID policies will be followed. We gotta, wash our hands, social distance. We'll be making sure we follow lab rules. And then I do take late work of 85 or 70% of the credit earned. 85% of the credit earned in the first week after it was due, 70% of the credit earned after a week late, so that they can still, mathematically keep their grades in a passing place. Within the grades, it's important to note that Canvas and Skyward are 2 grade books. Canvas is more of a working grade book, where Skyward is the more official grade book. They update every night in the middle of the night, and they sync together. So if Skyward and Canvas do not match, which they should, but if they don't match, wait 24 hours and check again. If they still don't match, that's a good time to send me an email and say, hey, my grade in Skyward is this and my grade in Canvas is this. The Skyward grade is the grade that will go on the report cards and on the transcripts. So that's the one to really double check and make sure that it is syncing correctly with Canvas, so that I can make sure that that's happening. That is a quick overview of how we'll utilize Canvas. I will work through procedures with the kids on how to send assignments and how to submit them.